Well, shooters and reloaders out there, it's Fortune Cookie 45LC coming to you from the Hot Lead Zone. And I'm getting ready to do some more videos on YouTube, like reloading the 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum for this. And then I'm getting ready to do a ranged video for YouTube with the 223 using Psycho Clown's bullets. So those are in the works. But the purpose of this video is not to complain, is to give you something to think about that's not a complaint, it's just the way things are. Now you like YouTube, right? Because it's free. You get information, instruction, media, entertainment, all on demand at your fingertips anytime you want, and it's free. That's a great value to you. It's a great value to me. I'm a viewer also. But let's look at this thing. With YouTube, you have 4 parties involved. Can you think what the 4 parties are? The viewers, of course. The video makers. Without them, there's no YouTube. Without the viewers, there's no YouTube. Then you got YouTube. And then you got the advertisers. Because in the United States, it's all about business. It's all about money, right? You got to ask, where's the money flowing? Now, you know what's going on. The advertisers pay YouTube money to run their ads. YouTube puts the ads on our videos, and you viewers watch the videos. But here's how it goes. This is what's happening. You're a viewer, I'm a viewer. An ad comes up, we blitz it. We don't want to see that. When's the last time you can remember any particular ad to any particular video? You can't. And in fact, there are surveys being run to show what we're doing with the ads, and the advertisers don't like it. They're not getting the bang for their buck, because if they advertise and the video is talking about, well, you know what, this is pretty nice, so you buy this, but you don't pay attention to the ad that's being spent to make that video run, what's that tell you? Now what YouTube says is, yeah, you tell your viewers, click the likes and subscribe and click the shares, and all, but they don't tell you to tell the viewers to click. We blitz that. We don't want to see that. And we can't say, you need to, because that's no. You get a strike, they'll throw your channel off the air because you're trying to pad every time someone does the click one. Every time someone does that, you get a couple cents. And so if you can get enough people to click, you can get a lot of cents. You can't do that. It's like stuffing the ballot box, right? But that's the problem. The advertisers don't like what their money's paying for, and then they look for things that irk them, like, for instance, oh, you know, it's a gun channel. We don't want to support that. And what happens is, but then they're not increasing their ads either. That's why YouTube starts to shaft all the other video creators, not gun channels, all the other ones. The imposition of a level of subscribers and a level of view hours before they can get monetized, that's a new policy that hurts a lot of smaller creators out there. They're hurt bad by this. Now, just this morning I noticed that 2 million of my views just disappeared. You know, they tell us by stats, because that's actually one of the ways that YouTube really hooks us. Because by putting stats, they're saying to the creators, you know what, if you work hard, sure, you gotta spend some money to make your videos and we're not paying you enough, but that's okay. If you work hard, you can be like this guy over there. And here are the stats to show you how well you're doing. Well, my stats, 2 million views, gone. Just gone. Now, if they do that to other creators that are near the threshold and knocks them under the threshold for monetization, you think that feels good? Now, once again, I want you to know that this is not complaining. This is just the way things are. And I assure you one thing, that whatever we video creators are doing is not from greed, because there's not that much money there for us to be greedy about. Where the greed is with companies that are big business, that are making huge profits. And you know, I always say things on videos that are different perspective, but if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense, I hope. And if it doesn't, by all means, I encourage you to comment. There might be some MBAs out there that'll tell me that you're out of your mind. But here's the thing. Big business is different than small business. Because big business is invasive. They identify markets, and the idea is to conquer, to dominate that market. That's what they do. They sit around boardrooms, they hire a lot of MBAs and say, okay, we got a target industry, a target market here. We're going to take over. We're going to make our mark here and try and take this thing over. And they start by saying, this is our profit. This is our profit goal. This is it. They set the profit before they even start. Why? Because if the profit's not there, it's not worth doing. It's very simple. So get the profit. They start with that, and then they say, okay, now all of you take over this industry to make that happen. That's big business. Small business isn't like that. Small business is like, okay, we want to do this because we can take care of some people around here, we can serve the people around there, and we're going to charge for it, of course, because we have to do that, and hopefully at the end of the month, if there's anything left over, that's what we take home. That's small business. The idea is to make profits, but they don't know going in. They hope they can make profits. That's the difference between big business and small business. YouTube is big business. Make no mistake, they're making huge profits. And all these decisions they're making is because they need to make bigger profits. I've said that before in another video. If there's any MBAs out there that disagree with this, chime in, because I want to hear it. Have you ever heard of the term return on investment? That's everything that big business does. Return on investment everywhere along the way. If you don't get a return on investment, there's something wrong. Heads are going to roll. Well, fortune cookie, you sound like you're down on big business. Of course not, because big business is America. And you love America, you got to love our big business. It's part of America, a big part of it. In fact, you know, we won the big wars to keep the world free, and we say we're the ones responsible for your freedom today. And others will look at us and say, yeah, the freedom of your big business to go around and rip this whole planet limb from limb with your big business. That's the freedom they're talking about, not the freedom we're talking about. So no, I'm not down on big business. It's just we have to understand how big business works. It's going to help us understand what's going on with YouTube today. And why we video creators have to do what we have to do. And it's not because of greed. We're not in a position of greed. Okay, so I know that I've been getting a lot of comments with recommendations to go to platform this or platform that. And the biggest one, of course, is Full30. And why, Fortune Cookie, why don't you just go over to that platform? Because you can put your videos there and it's free and all of that. Well, here's the reason. Because nothing is really free when it comes to those kind of things. Full30 is running because of the generosity, big generosity of somebody or some group. Because it costs money to run that platform. And they're not asking the video makers to pay anything. So if I go over to Full30 and I post 1,650 videos over there, who's paying the bill? And sure, the viewers can go there and see all the videos, right? Because no one's going to charge them. At least that's not proposed. But there'll come a time when that generosity of that group or that person that's running Full30 is going to wear thin, and something's going to have to break. Someone's going to have to pay, whether it's the viewers that are going to be asked to subscribe $2 a month or whatever, or whether it's the video poster is going to have to go ahead and pay. And that's a lot of the platforms out there. They'd love to get the people to come in and start posting, but there'll come a point where they've got to look at the bottom line and how they're going to run the business, because after all, it's going to be a business. So I've gone to Vimeo because I know, okay, I go there and I pay my whatever the fee is to put that content there, and they'll be able to do it because they're getting the money. They have to be able to stay in business. So what happens is the Vimeo lets us merge real well with Patreon. And Patreon is really a joyful platform for video makers, because what it really does is it lets us video makers build the relationships and friendships with the people that are on Patreon. It's kind of like the way my dad ran that butcher shop, where he knew his customers so well that he almost knew what they wanted in the cut of meat before they were even asking. And there was so much goodwill going on all the time, mutual respect and working together and a welcoming and all of that kind of thing. That's what the real attraction of Patreon is. I find it very invigorating and invite you to come over there. Bye for now.